not going to do a very techie or any, my pitch is not going to have tech, not going to have estimations, not going to have a really detailed overview of the product. I'm going to try and not close, which is really wrong for me to do as a marketing person, but still here we are. I'm going to try and talk to you guys in a way that I think the investor first wants to listen, just as an intro. Okay? Very simply put, NFT3, the product's name is ISME, is making Face ID for Web3. One cool graphic, by the way. Not many graphics, but one cool graphic, because I just wanted to talk about the vision that we have with this product. It's essentially unlocking personal data sovereignty for everybody. So that's the main thing. What I think people want to hear for the first time at a pitch is, who are we? The team. So our founder's name is Dylan Dudney. 10 plus years in crypto, Ethereum Genesis supporter, because he's from Toronto, so he met Vitalik right when he took the paper out. 3x founder in crypto, earlier founder of a project called Kylin Network on Polkadot. And right now he's hanging out with Jack Dorsey at a pretty cool event. But the reason I put this slide in here is just to show the experience that we already have as an experienced team in crypto. That's Dylan looking dapper, that's me, that's another marketing guy of ours. Some of our investors are Cypher Capital, as well as Animoca Brands, as well as Gate Labs, who I see that are here. So I think another key thing that people want to know about a project when they're coming in, after who we are, is who is backing us. So I just thought I'd share this. Shima Capital, Signum Capital, a lot of them even beyond this. But the point being that we have the right provenance, we believe, to be positioned very well as the unified virtual identity for the emerging metaverse. Go-to-market strategy, what are we doing? In the near future, we have a DeFi focus because that's where the users and the money is. What that means is we are working on an on-chain credit product. Just imagine anybody on Aave getting the same loan for 10% less collateral. We think that will change the DeFi game and unlock the first wave of adoption for identity projects. That's why we're doing that for ISME. Macro future, like I said, the metaverse, all of Web3, again, the TAM question, for me, the answer is this entire wave, we believe in our thesis, is going to revolve around one thing, not the tech, not which chain, not is it the metaverse, is it games, is it what? The user. Which is why identity, we think, is the biggest macro play possible. So in our mind, for macro GTM, metaverse pivots around identity, and we have perfect positioning, having captured DeFi initially, and having Animoca Brands as backing as far as the actual metaverse is concerned. The next thing that's important is, what have you done? We have released the product isme.is. It has 400,000 plus users, and on the social graph, close to 1 million connections. I think we'll hit it today, funnily enough. We have also survived the bear market, FTX, Celsius, 3AC, and now Silicon Valley Bank. Because we have been crypto natives for many, many years, we've been able to navigate, let us say, a difficult time in the market with a decent amount of capital. I'll get to that in a bit, but I wanted to speak on that as well. So all in all, NFT3 is aiming to be the unified identity for all of Web3 in the future. As a company right now, our B2C product is live. The next wave of GTM is currently being developed. Treasury is healthy. We have the right backers. We have an experienced team. And we're working on a problem that is probably the biggest infrastructural gap in the stack right now. We don't really think it's another chain that we require. We think it's a UI, UX problem. Hence, my first slide referring to Face ID for Web3. With that, I'm going to stop and come back to our vision of unlocking personal data sovereignty. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ashwath.
Hi,
Great to... Quick thing, actually. So you mentioned you have got 400,000 users on ISME, right? Could you also talk more on the product side, on the client side, and how do you enable getting discounts and all the other things that a digital identity would help in?
So yeah, exactly. On the, like you said, on the protocol side, the strategy basically has been Web2, Facebook knows where you are, what you've done for the past 15 years, where you're sleeping today, who you're sleeping with. A Web3 protocol, by comparison, has absolutely no data. As far as, they don't even know if the person's a bot or not. So we're actually working on proof of personhood now with one of our partners. One of our integrations is that's going to roll out very quickly. But so one of the advantages of integrating with the ISME profile would be that, at least to begin with, all on-chain profile data that the user, of course, chooses to give, but also already their Twitter profile, and now, like I said, more integrations coming in. So Web3 protocols need more data upon their users. The only thing is, ideologically, we decided, hey, let's take their data away because it's a privacy nightmare. We're saying let's bring it back because that's the only way we can make good products and profit. But let's have the user control exactly how that flow of information about them happens. Any other questions?
Can you also shed some light on the revenue model?
So I'll be very candid. It's a very experimental state, you know. Not just for us, but for the entire space. But so for example, for the credit product specifically, we have already conversations with a bunch of lending protocols. Some very large ones. I don't want to name drop, obviously, since it's still, you know, in the works. But the aim there, again, is if they can know more about who is the person that they're lending to. A, that it's a person. B, what's their history? Are they a holder? Are they a backdropper? You know? So initially, funnily enough, our imagination was, hey, what about a degen score but serious? You know? So there, the protocol does actually gain a lot of value. And the user also gains a lot of value. And we are the central node. So monetization should be very straightforward for us there, to be honest. And since it's DeFi, it's obviously already monetary value that's being transferred. But so that's one use case that I can kind of specifically answer on.
Thank you very much.